Don't you know, pump it up, you've got to pump it up. Don't you know, pump it up, you've got to pump it up. Don't you know, pump it up, you've got to pump it up. Don't you know, pump it up, you've got to pump it up. Don't you know, pump it up, you've got to pump it up. Don't you know, pump it up, you've got to pump it up. Don't you know, pump it up, you've got Don't you know, pump it up. You've got to pump it up. Don't you know, pump it up. You've got to pump it up. Don't you know, pump it up. You've got to pump it up. Don't you know, pump it up. You've got to pump it up. Don't you know, pump it up. You've got to pump it up. Don't you know, pump it up. You've got to pump it up. Don't you know, pump it up. You've got to pump it up. Don't you know, no, no. You've got to pump it up. Got to feel it. What's the name of the jam? Say I can feel it. You know you can. I've got my groove on, and I'm ready to go. Check out my fine girl, but don't touch my radio. No. Don't you know, pump it up. You've got to pump it up. Don't you know, pump it up. You've got to pump it up. Don't you know, pump it up. You've got to pump it up. Don't you know, no, no. You've got to pump it up. Don't you know, no, 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 no. Don't you know, no, 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 no. Don't you know, no, 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 no. Don't you know, pump it up. You've got to pump it up. Don't you know, pump it up. You've got to pump it up. Don't you know, pump it up. You've got to pump it up. Don't you know, pump it up. You've got to pump it up. Don't you know, no, 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 no. Don't you know, no, 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 no. Don't you know, pump it up. You've got to pump it up.
Don't you know, pump it up. You've got to pump it up. Don't you know, pump it up. You've got to pump it up. Don't you know, pump it up. You've got to pump it up. Don't you know, pump it up. You've got to pump it up. Don't you know, pump it up. You've got to pump it up. Don't you know, pump it up. You've got to pump it up. Don't you know, pump it up. You've got to pump it up. Don't you know, pump it up. You've got to pump it up. Got to feel it. What's the name of the jam? Say I can feel it. You know you can. I've got my groove on, and I'm ready to go. Check out my ride, girl, but don't touch my radio. Don't you know, pump it up. You've got to pump it up. Don't you know, pump it up. You've got to pump it up. Don't you know, pump it up. You've got to pump it up. Don't you know, pump it up. You've got to pump it up. Don't you know, pump it up. And the party's jumping, yeah. And the vibe feels so strong. Throw your hands in the air, lift your head up high. Don't you know, pump it up. You've got to pump it up. Don't you know, pump it up. You've got to pump it up. Don't you know, pump it up. You've got to pump it up. Don't you know, pump it up. You've got to pump it up. Don't you know, pump it up. You've got to pump it up. Don't you know, pump it up. You've got to pump it up. Don't you know, pump it up. You've got to pump it up. Don't you know, pump it up. You've got to pump it up. Got to feel it. What's the name of the jam? Say I can feel it. You know you can. Don't you know, pump it up.
Yo! Playing all the pump it ups today. What's going on, guys? Happy Friday. Happy Friday, man. It's Friday out in this bitch. It's gonna be a good Friday, man. It's gonna be a good Friday. You already know when Jordan's wearing this shirt, it's gonna be a good fucking Friday. Let's go, man. Infinity, what's up, dude? Beetlejuice, Leash, Crypto Shock, Hosen Sauce. I don't think your name's actually Hosen Sauce. You Ain't Me, Hulk Smash, Spirit Channel, Bajorn, Beetlejuice. I saw Franco in here. I saw Clint in here. Let's go, dude. It's good to see Clint and Franco fighting as usual about who took profits and who took profits too early and shit like that. Hey, I don't think you could ever take profits too early, man. I mean, you can take too many profits too early, but you never can take profits too early. If you get what I'm putting down. If you get what I'm putting down. Bajorn, DSW, Midwest, Big Don, Keith. Let's go, man. I like that shirt. Thank you, Franco. Yeah, dude, I've been wearing the flannels lately, man. The flannels, I like the flannels, man. They keep you warm and they're comfy. I really like them. But I like the look too, but honestly, they're just comfy and they're warm as shit. It's nice. Leash. What's up, guys? Anyways, we got Bitcoin squeezing up. Like I said, I think it's only a matter of time before we see Bitcoin to new highs. This is just another vertical accumulation, as we've seen multiple times in this bull market so far, where Bitcoin just does this thing where it gets a big impulse. It chops up, it makes higher highs and higher lows before it eventually makes another impulse to the upside. We talked about this yesterday. I don't know if it's going to be this weekend, guys. Like we said, we have FOMC next week, which usually people sell off ahead of that, so we could come down one more time. But ultimately, I think no matter what we really do, I think we're just doing what we did right here, where we broke 30K, big impulse, higher highs, higher lows, right? Until eventually we had another big impulse to the upside. I think that's ultimately what we're doing right now. It still could take another week or so, I think. So I don't know if we're going to break out today. I hope we do. But ultimately, I think, like I said, whether we just break out here or we have to come down again and just chop around here for a little bit longer, I think ultimately we're going to break to the upside. So it is what it is, man. So we'll talk about that today, and we'll talk about Bitcoin dominance and why I think, even though Bitcoin could move up, why I think it's ultimately you're better off being altcoins at this point, or at least have some exposure to altcoins. You don't have to be all in altcoins. I'm not. I still own a majority of my portfolios in Bitcoin because I'm a little pussy. But I do have a good portion in altcoins too. So why it's actually, you probably get better gains in altcoins at this point. But anyways, like it up, man. Like up the stream. Happy Friday, boys. It's fucking Friday. It's going to be a good Friday. It's going to be a great Friday. All that's mixing is the tractor. Come on, you know I like my country shit. You know I like my country shit. Felipe, when non-dino season for real? Well, here's the thing, man. We always talked about back to the roots, and I think we're seeing back to the roots. Remember earlier this year when I was talking about back to the roots, and everyone, it's kind of like, dude, back to the roots. We all love fucking memes. We're not going back to the roots. No, screw that, man. Screw utility coins. We want memes and celeb tokens. Well, we're finally seeing some back to the roots, which I think is beautiful, man. I prefer when the market's like this. This market is way better when you're like, things that actually can do something are getting pumps. I think that's good. And I think I said my prediction is next year we're going to have the first altcoin that actually does something in the real world, and that's going to spark the real altcoin season, where then people are just speculating on which altcoins are actually going to do something. That's my prediction for next year, is the first altcoin or altcoins will be used in the real world. I don't know which one it'll be. I have my guesses. Okay, you guys know which one I believe in the most. But we'll find out. Country music sucks. Bro, how could you say country music sucks? Are you serious? You could picture me with this hat on, with a shirt, and riding around in a fucking tractor. Riding around in a tractor saying, she thinks my tractor's sexy. Clint said maybe Link will be that alt. You already know, Clint. You already know it's going to be fucking Link. It's going to be goddamn Link. I already know it's going to be Link. I don't really know that. So don't, not financial advice, but that's my guess. Anyways, let's do some fun shit. Let's do some fun shit. So let's talk real quick. We're gonna talk about Bitcoin. We're talking about Bitcoin dominance, and why I'm excited about Bitcoin dominance and where we could be in this. which is you guys can see where we broke on Bitcoin dominance last week and where we actually retested the last few days. You guys can see what's going on there. You can see the last time we did that and what happened to Bitcoin dominance. But besides the point, we'll get to this and why I'm excited for Bitcoin dominance. Because we actually have a reason to be excited about Bitcoin dominance now because we broke a key level. We'll talk about that. But let's hang out on Bitcoin. I mean, the Bitcoin I think is pretty self-explanatory right now, man. I don't know what all the fuss is about Bitcoin right now. I think it's just putting in higher lows and higher highs. If we just keep it simple, right? Keep it simple, stupid. Okay, that's what I like to say. Keep it simple, stupid. It wouldn't surprise me if this puts in another higher high. Maybe we come down one more time. FOMC, everyone's scared of shit, and then we go for it. But we're just putting in higher highs and higher lows, and eventually I think this is going to result in. Let me just get rid of this. Eventually, I think this is going to result in a bigger impulse. Maybe not that big. It's a little ridiculous. Eventually, I think this is going to result in a bigger impulse to the upside that gets us finally above that 100K where we stay above there. And we don't come back. Oh, we could come back down later. We'll talk about that in a different stream. But ultimately, I think this results in a move to the upside, just like we did last year, right around the same time when we broke 30K. Which was a wonderful time. Wonderful time. But yeah, so that's Bitcoin. I think eventually this moves up to the upside. But I think the exciting thing is if Bitcoin can just keep chopping around in here. Here's Bitcoin dominance, bro. All right. So can you guys see what we broke down on Bitcoin dominance? Do you guys see anything here that I didn't see? Okay. Do you guys see anything in here that I don't see? We broke down the bull market support band and held below it for the first time since December of 2022. We're talking 2 years ago, okay? At the bottom, the little pico bottom of Bitcoin dominance. We have broken the bull market support band. We have come back up, okay? And not only did we break it, we came back up and we got 2 daily candle rejections right at the bull market support band. So like we broke it to the downside and maybe we have... We'll talk about what I think is going to happen here, but you can see here, broke to the downside, retested, rejected twice. Okay. Now the last time we did that was over here in 2021. Okay, where we had this big, massive Bitcoin dominance run. Okay, this was fucking huge. We broke to the downside, and then we had shopped around in here for like 2 months. Okay, for 2 months. 2 fucking months. We chopped in here. So, but you can see what ultimately happened after that was Bitcoin dominance fell like a rock to the downside. And that's what I think is going to happen here pretty soon. That's what's happened every cycle, right? So this is what I think is going to happen pretty soon. And it's going to be freaking crazy. And I think it's going to be because some altcoin gets used in the real world and people get fucking hyped for altcoins. You can already see, we talked about yesterday, fucking Trump is buying Link, Aave, and ETH. You don't think he knows what's coming? But anyways, this broke to the downside. But we stayed in here for 2 months, right? We didn't do anything for 2 months. So do we have to do this on Bitcoin dominance? Maybe until like February, which we kind of be asked, but maybe we have to do something like this. We chop around in here for a few months, okay? And hopefully that's Bitcoin and altcoins moving up. Or it's a correction. I don't know. Before we get a bigger move down on dominance. But I don't know. Either way, I think it's smart to have altcoins in your portfolio on dips. And just the other day, that dip buy was phenomenal. If you caught that 30% wick on those alts, that was fucking great. That was a great dip buy. And I think you should have some exposure to altcoins at this point. I think if you don't, you don't have to be like go all out. But I think if you don't, you're going to be upset if you don't have at least some exposure to altcoins. That's just my opinion. I could be wrong. But anyways, that's Bitcoin dominance. Hopefully we get this big move down like we did in 2021 in Q1, which is what I think is going to happen. I think Q1 is going to be fucking ridiculous. It just makes me laugh, man. It just makes me laugh. It just makes me laugh at like kind of where we are in the cycle. Like when you think about it, it's kind of crazy, man. Like we waited 4 years to get to the post-halving year. Well, I mean, the cycle's already been really fucking good, but we waited 4 years to get to the post-halving year, which is typically the best year of the cycle, right? The halving year is great, but the post-halving year is when most of the gains typically happen in the cycle. So I'm excited to get to this fucking post-halving period, man. It's going to be, well, based on history, should be pretty fucking good. I only have altcoins. Nice, Tio. I think most people only have altcoins. Nice. Yamto. They should change ETH to Tor. Dude, Sol is the new ETH, bro. Like, Sol is ass right now, bro. Solana is ass right now. Holding Solana right now is like holding ETH in 2023. Like, ETH has actually been moving up. It's actually been moving up since November. Actually, you don't even really notice it, but actually since November, ETH is up, almost 2x. You don't even really notice it. But holding Sol right now, kind of the opposite. It's like holding ETH at the moment, bro. Like holding ETH last year. It's pretty brutal. Smack the likes. Let's go, man. Brian said, dude, all my alts are up 5x. People should have been in alts a long time ago. Yes, that's true. That's why I said this year has been great. But I think what people forget is the post-halving year is typically the best year for altcoins. Alts are up 5x. Okay, 5x. I mean, that's great. 5x is great. I've already taken some money out of this market. But at the end of the day, a 5x, I mean, dude, I can go back and show you in previous markets that's great, right? But at the end of the day, let me just show you real quick. This is Chainlink, okay? This is what Chainlink did in the halving year. Okay, from March of 2020 went from $1 to $20. Okay, but if on the chart that move looks pretty fucking small. In the post-halving year, it did this move, right? In the post-halving year, it did that move after a little bit of a correction. If you actually look at ETH, right? So in 2020, ETH went from here to here. In 2021, which was the post-halving year, ETH went from here to fucking here. You know what I mean? So I know like this year has already been really fucking good, but I still think people forget what happens in the cycles typically in the post-halving year, right? So I think that's one thing to just keep in mind is nothing's guaranteed, but at the end of the day, you look at 2017 or 2021, that's kind of been the case, right? Wake me up at 50x. Well, I don't think a lot of these coins are going to 50x. The market caps are too big now. Even though I did say that, and you saw fucking XRP go to all-time highs already. So I mean, maybe the market caps don't fucking matter. I mean, they do, but XRP is at 138 billion market cap. So who's to say some of these can't do another 20x, get to 100 billion market cap by the end of the cycle? You know what I'm saying? Like, that's not anything too crazy at this point. You know, just considering where we are and considering the magnitude of the presidency this year or next year. Can't wait for INJ and OP to run. Patience, man. All the coins will get their pumps eventually. Right? All the coins will eventually get their pumps. They're all gonna just take turns and do their thing. That hat is great. Thank you, man. I love this hat actually. It's like kind of fuzzy right here too. It's kind of fuzzy. My shirt's fuzzy and right here is fuzzy. You can clearly tell I like to be touched. Don't make any weird jokes in the chat because I said I like to be touched, you freaking weirdos. You know what I mean? Don't make any weird jokes in the chat. Please don't. Please don't do that. Anyways, What did I want to add? Yeah, besides that, not too much else. Not too much going on today. It's kind of a quiet Friday. Ondo made another new high, so shout if you got into Ondo, shout out to you.
Rant alert.
One of the RWA plays that we shouted out yesterday. Ondo made a new high. Let's fucking go. I don't think anything else really did today. Yeah, nothing really made new highs today, at least low cap or high caps. But Ondo made a new high today. So shout out to Ondo holders. Let's fucking go. Wayne said, if I had 100K right now, I'd buy a whole Bitcoin and sleep like a baby. If I put 100K in altcoins, I'd be nervous wreck 24/7. Facts. Facts. That's why even if you hold altcoins, Bitcoin should be your biggest holding, man. And that always goes in one ear out the other for people, but I still think that's the case. Like if you had 100K right now, I'd want over 50K in Bitcoin, even if Bitcoin's at 100K, if I think the market's going higher. I would never put all of it in altcoins. Unless it's like really money you can afford to lose and you just really don't give a shit about that 100K. That's just me too. But I have a lower risk tolerance than most people do. I'm not like a huge degen, even though sometimes I may seem like I am. I'm not a huge fucking degen. I own stocks. I own a lot of Bitcoin, and I own altcoins too. But I'm not like this huge degen who's going all in altcoins. Even though sometimes that can work. Sometimes that can work. But sometimes it does not. You know? Sometimes it does not. Jim said, bye everyone, DCA, and have an exit plan. Later, Jim. Good advice. Good advice, man. The 4-year cycle's king. It is, dude. It really is. It really fucking is. Let's look at it real quick. Let's look at the 4-year cycle, man. Bitcoin cycles. Should we, is there anything else even, like, I like to log all the TA that people do, man. But is there really anything else worth looking at for Bitcoin besides this? Is there anything really worth looking at? I don't really know if there is anything really worth looking at besides this chart. You know what I mean? Like, and then when the next cycle starts again, you just look at this chart, bro. I mean, we'll overlay this, like the current cycle that's candles will be a new cycle that we'll put on here. And it'll all be the same. Is there another chart that's worth looking at besides this? I don't really know if there is. But, yeah. There's Bitcoin. Here's where Bitcoin is right now. Here's where the other two cycles were. Based on the other two cycles, I would expect some type of pullback soon. Okay? Just putting it out there. I don't know if it's... I don't know when it's going to happen or if it will. But the other two cycles did have pullbacks around this time, okay? And they were both 30% pullbacks. This was 30%, and this was 33%. So I would be expecting some type of 30% pullback pretty soon. I think it's going to be from higher. I think we're going to get one more move up, and then you get the 30% pullback. But who fucking knows when it's going to happen? But I would be expecting something like 30% pullback. And then after that 30% pullback, basically you get the final pump for Bitcoin. And that's when altcoins are going fucking bananas, basically. So, I don't know. Is it really worth anything else looking at? I don't know, man. Besides all the TA you can do in the world, nothing is really beating this chart or where we are in the cycle. You know, nothing's really beating that. Happy birthday. Thank you, Infinity. Happy birthday. We are 3,000 years old at this point. We've been doing this for too long, dude. Franco said, I'll degen the alts during alt season through boy nom nom nom. Oh, though boy. What did I say through? I can't read. Asia's sleeping. Yeah. Dude, I mean, people have been sleeping all day today. It's been a slow day. Bitcoin's kind of moved up, but it's been a slow day. Altcoins are sleeping right now, like little babies. They probably sleep till next week, guys. I wouldn't. As much as I think altcoins are going to do well, I don't think they're going to do well until after FOMC. So I think the next 5 days could be kind of boring, or even they could slowly bleed out for the next 5 days as people, you know how people are, dude. People get all stressed out ahead of FOMC, they sell off, or they short, which puts sell pressure in. And then after FOMC, Palace does the same shit he always does. People close their shorts, they buy back in, and prices go up. Like, it's the same playbook every FOMC. So I would think that maybe the next 5 days are kind of slow for alts. And then post FOMC is when we get some type of move, I would assume. SHIB is dead. Shout out to Waterfly. Let's go. SHIB is dead. SHIB is always dead. Waterfly, what did SHIB do to you, man? I always wondered what happened between Waterfly and SHIB. Why you always talk shit about SHIB? I don't know. What did SHIB do to you, dude? What did SHIB do to you, man? Touch on the chart where SHIB hurt you. Touch on the chart where SHIB hurt you, bro. Hasn't really. It's been okay. It's been okay. It's like the worst version of Doge. A very much worse version of Doge. What about GST? Dude, that coin will pump if there's a gaming run or an NFT run, that coin will pump. But right now, I wouldn't expect anything unless you get a gaming or NFT pump. Gaming tokens have been kind of trash. So actually, some of them have done well. Alien drones, dude. I don't want to talk about the alien drones, man. There's always some type of drone or alien out there. You know? When Wojak gonna do a move? Let's see. Wojak will do a move when ETH finally breaks out, man. It's fine, dude. This thing will pump when ETH pumps. So we have some patience. It's probably gonna pull back a little bit more, I assume. But yeah, this thing will move up when ETH does. When there's an actual ETH season, this thing will do well. But honestly, I think memes are like, I don't know, man. I still look at some of those meme coin charts and I don't love them, man. At least right now. Bonk still getting resistance at previous all-time high. So it should have held here. It broke down. And still finding resistance there. Still getting rejected. I only like Bonk if it gets back above this level. Whiff just can't catch a bid, man. Whiff looks like trash, dude. I cut this shit. Because honestly, there's other stuff I'd rather hold. You know what I mean? So I cut this piece of shit. It's good if it gets back above $3, it's good, but this price action is ass, man. Like, it's fucking ass. You're flipping old support into new resistance. Right? And it's just daily support that's flipping into new resistance on 3 straight daily candles, bro. Like, these memes look like ass cheeks. If it gets back above here, all right, we're talking. Then we can play it back up. But right now, these memes are trash. The Solana memes are trash. The only good one is Pepe, man. Pepe looks good. Pepe is the only meme that is still strong. So honestly, if I was holding a meme, I would want to be Pepe right now, because it's the only one that has strength. That's the only one that has strength. I want to be in Pepe. But that's just me. It is what it is. But honestly, I'm cool with I'm cool with the memes taking a break, dude. I got sick of the memes. So I'm not gonna complain. I'm really not. The power of the frog, said Wayne. The power of the fucking frog. Yeah. Shit. Franco said, I feel bad for the Hawk Tour rug pull because another people who got into crypto before got into and trusted her. Wow, dude, if you bought Hawk Tua and you with all your money and you got rugged, honestly, you kind of deserve to get rugged. Like, you bought a coin of a girl who probably didn't even know what crypto was before this year, okay, and is famous for spitting on dicks. You bought a coin that from a girl who's famous for spitting on dicks. Like, what? You deserve to get rubbed. You did. So I don't feel bad. I don't feel bad. If you put like $10 in, all right, whatever. But if you put your life savings in there, you literally got hawked to it by a girl who likes to spit on dicks. Like, it is what it is. Never trust a girl who knows how to hawk to on that thing. I think there's a time and place. She should have been smart and called it Spitcoin. I had to buy Hawk Tua. I could never find a woman to do it for free. Oh, God. The Hawk Tua, dude. The Hawk Tua. You know, I always hated that joke. Life spittings. Yeah. Anyways. What's a good buy in Doge? Dude, Doge has been asked too, man. There, there's a little Doge down here. When you put him on trading, he pops up. Doge, just going sideways. I don't know. Doge 2 is like, it was fine. And then it broke down from this channel. Like, it was fine. Then he kind of broke down, retested. I don't know, man. Doge, like, if it did come back down to like the range lows, I'd want to buy some. But up here, I don't really want to buy any. If it got a flush down here, like below 33 cents, 34 cents, yeah, I might pick some up. Up here, I mean, it could just pump. It could just say, fuck you, I'm just going to pump. But if I was a buyer, I wouldn't want to buy here. I'd either not buy it, or if it did come down here, I'd buy some on like a sweep. But, you know, it is what it is. It is what it is, man. It's just like the memes just aren't getting bids right now. It's everything else is kind of getting bought up, at least a little bit, right? But the memes just are not catching bids. Besides Pepe, like I said, Pepe is the only one. The rest of the memes are straight chilling, bro. When you got coins like XRP breaking out already. You got Link already making new highs after that fall down. CRV already went back to the highs. Like, Atom's already breaking out. Like, you got all these other coins that are already doing shit, and then those ones are just sitting there. That's just not where the money is right now. Maybe that'll change, but I'm sure there's going to be like a meme coin rotation later on. But right now, that they're just no one catching bids on the memes whatsoever, dude. Doge miners got hacked. Did they? Shit. It's not good for Doge. Doge will have it stay again, though. Don't get me wrong. Like, Doge will have it stay. Let's look at Doge Bitcoin, actually. That's probably how we'll know when there's going to be a meme season. Doge Bitcoin. Let's see. Yeah, so like this is what I'm waiting for. This is Doge Bitcoin. I wouldn't want to be heavy Doge. I still own Doge, But I wouldn't want to be like super heavy Doge until I get a retest of here. So we broke out, but this is Doge Bitcoin. Like, kind of looks like I would want it to sweep these lows. Come down here, sweep these lows, and then reclaim. That's probably when you get the next Doge and meme coin run. Excuse me, man. I'm burping up a storm right now. Only I say that saying. I don't know where I got that from. Burping up a storm. It's kind of a weird saying, I think. I don't know. What do you guys think? Weird saying, not weird saying? I don't fucking know. All right. What about Pepu? Pepu? I don't know what Pepu is. Woozy said, oh shit, early stream today. Yeah, early stream today. It's Friday, man. It's Friday. We got to give the Chica some time, you know what I'm saying? Jordan, you're killing me with these inconsistent stream times. Yeah, man. I mean, it's usually only like, it's usually only one day a week that it's not 7. Actually, no, that's not true. It's usually 2 days a week. Pull up that fart coin chart. Fart coin? No, we're not going to pull up fart coin. You always want that fart coin chart, man. Bearish on white hats. Ha. The wife is taking our, the future wife, not wife, future wife, for sure. Anyways, yeah, we're just waiting for Bitcoin, man. Oh man, I think you got some patience. We got some good times ahead, guys. You just have some patience. Have some patience until next week, you know.
The memes are scams.
The memes are scams. They're all scams, man. In reality, all the altcoins are scams until they get used. One day they won't. One day, some of them won't be scams, in my opinion. Probably next year, I think. Next year. Something tells me that next year, these are the coins that are going to get used. Something tells me next year, these are the coins that are going to get used in the real world. And that's going to start the real altcoin season. Not the fake one like we have right now. I'm talking about the post-halving year altcoin season. Something tells me these are the ones that are going to get used for something. ETH will be the infrastructure on whatever they're going to do. Link, they'll use for tokenization of something. DeFi, I think you can already know Trump loves DeFi. All right, so I think CRV, Aave, coins like that, and then Ondo for tokenization too. But yeah, those are my guesses. At least those are my plays for what I think is actually going to get used in the real world. Hopefully next year. We'll see though. Type sound is whole portfolio. No, man. We wouldn't do that. Let's see. Franco said, I'm glad Jordan is talking about the possible Weifu now. He has been released from the grip. I'm not going to say that, Franco. I'm going to be nice. Okay? I'm going to be nice. All right. Jordan, if you had 10K for a play this bull run, how would you spend it, or would you wait for a dip? I think this week was the time to buy the dip, man. I think you kind of lost your opportunity on some of these. I would have probably told you for trade different coins, but for like holds, probably these coins But a lot of these have already moved up. A lot of those have already moved up. I think earlier this week was the time to get into those. I think if you get a dip next week, which you could, I think you could get a dip next week. FOMC week. People get scarred. If you get another dip next week, I think that's the opportunity to get in on some of these coins. If you get a dip. If you don't get a dip, well, it's a different story. It's a much different story. You know? I buy 0.10 of a Bitcoin and sit on it. You can do that too. You could do that too. If you wanted to. Polkadot. What's up, Drew? Straight chilling like a villain. Ondo strong, yeah. Ondo made new highs today. I know a lot of you guys are Ondo holders. Let's fucking go. It's in our actually, let's look at our portfolio. Oh my god, it's bright. What the fuck? Jesus, man. Let's look at our portfolio, man. Let's go. I haven't even been adding the USDT to this. I think we need 2 more weeks of USDT. Dude, we're saving the USDT. We're adding 2 more weeks of USDT. Let's fucking go, man. And this is with 50% Bitcoin. That's with 50% Bitcoin, which helps you sleep at night. We're actually, how much of this is Bitcoin actually? 50, now it's 51% Bitcoin. 40% sold, 40% ETH. But yeah, we're killing it, man. We haven't even been really DCAing because, I mean, we probably could have DCA'd this week. We probably should have DCA'd. Okay, if we get a dip next week, we're going to use this 800 USDT. If we get a dip next week, we will DCA the USDT. But only if we get a dip next week. If we don't get a dip next week, then we're going to save it. We probably should have DCA'd this week. I honestly forgot. But everything's doing pretty well from our DCAs, man. 59% on Bitcoin, 34% on Sol, 24% on ETH, 100% on Pepe, 40% on Bonk, 155% on Chainlink. Yeah, these are all pretty fucking good, which is nice. But yeah, we're gonna DCA that $800 next week if we get a pullback. And we'll see if we do. We will see if we do. I'm so shiny. I was so shiny.
Bro, I have $2. What should I invest in it to make $1 million?
I have $2. Frozone. I have $2. What should I invest in to make 1 million? Chainlink. The only word I have for you is Chainlink. Just kidding. Don't buy Chainlink at the highs. Oh god, don't buy Chainlink at the highs, man. Don't do it. If you had $2, what would you do? Oh shit, if you have $2, you're fucked. You're absolutely fucked. You spent $5 to ask how about $2. Sub 1 mil market cap meme coin. Dude, there's a higher chance that goes to 0, dude. I would throw the $2 in Bitcoin, bro. DCA $2 a day, $2 a week into Bitcoin. Everyone wants to look at XRP. This is XRP. XR Pizzle, my nizzle. This is XRP. Technically, it's trying to get it's actually breaking out right now on this 4-hour candle. The question is, I just don't know what Bitcoin's going to do next week, guys. I wouldn't get too excited until next week. Next week's FOMC. Like I said, people sell off before FOMC. Always. Bunch of bitches. Okay. After FOMC is when I think we get the next leg. I think the next 5 days could be kind of boring. But yeah, this is XRP. I would say it's probably more likely that we do something like this, right? We pull back into early next week, retest, and then FOMC day, we start to move up like we usually do. I think something like this makes more sense. I don't think that we're just gonna rock it up. I would love if we just rock it up, but I think something like this makes a little bit more sense going into FOMC week next week. Probably for all altcoins, to be honest. You sold all your Bitcoin for Fartcoin. Hey, it might work out for you, bro. It just so might. What time is it? What time did I start today? I started at 3:30, didn't I? I did. It's kind of a boring Friday, though. Boring Friday for price. It really is. It's kind of a boring Friday for price, fellas. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? You can't control it, you know? Time to start Dude, I keep reading your Fartcoin things. Oh shit. First said, dude, if you had 10K for a play this bull run, how would you spend it? Would you wait for a dip? I think we already did that. We wait for a dip. We wait for a dip, bro. So we're gonna, oh my God, this blinds me every fucking time. We're gonna wait for a dip with our fake portfolio USDT, our 100-week DCA portfolio, where if we don't get a dip, we just put it in USDT and we wait for a dip. We should have DCA'd this week. I forgot, but by all means, we got some cash on the sidelines. It's probably good. It's probably good to have some cash on the sidelines. It's probably good. Do that. It's time to get some. Oh God! Shout out to First, bro. No chat. You got no chat in there. I'm gonna like your super chat, but you got no chat in there. Shout out to First. You're the first one with no message in the super chat, man. What's up, Gaper? I'm just hanging out today. It's Friday. I'm gonna have a good Friday this week. Oh, I always have a good Friday, but we're gonna go to a good pizza place, get some pizza, drink some wine. It'll be a good night tonight. So I hope you guys all have a good Friday night. But right now we're just chilling. Not much really going on in the market right now. It's a slow Friday. It's a slow Friday. Very slow Friday. Which I think is fine. Volatility on Fridays scares me sometimes. It's a little scary. It's very, very scary. ETH hit resistance again. God damn. It's Friday the 13th. Fuck, man. Why you gotta tell me that? Why you gotta tell me it's Friday the 13th? Why you gotta tell me that, bro? Now I'm gonna be like scared for my life. ETH still at 4K. Like, come on, man. Like, what's it gonna take to get ETH above there? I'm just gonna get rid of this line. What's it gonna take for ETH to get above 4K? What's it gonna take, man? It's for ETH to find buyers above 4K. I don't know what it's gonna take. Probably Bitcoin making another leg up, but ultimately, like, you have to think that this is going to the 5K level. It's only a matter of time before ETH finally breaks this 4K level, which it's been under really since 2021. Like, fuck. December 2021. Shit. Kind of crazy, actually. 4 years ago. Time flies. 3 years ago. But I think it's only a matter of time before it breaks through there. It's probably going to happen when Bitcoin makes another leg up. So we got to be patient. We got to be patient. We got to be very, very patient. I had no use for ETH at 1K. Why would I buy it at 4K? Well, it's a good point. It's a good point, Wayne. Maybe next year we'll have a reason to buy ETH. Maybe next year you'll have a reason. Maybe next year Wayne will want to buy ETH. Next year. Maybe he will. Maybe there'll be a reason why he will. I doubt it. But maybe there will be. Deep dish or thin crust? Dude, I actually like deep dish. I like deep dish. I'm not a big thin crust pizza guy. I prefer the deep dish or like the doughy crust. But dude, honestly, you want to know what one of the best pizzas is? We were actually talking about this the other day. But this is non-fast food pizzas. This is just from a normal restaurant. Dude, Uno's deep dish. I don't even know why I'm writing it, but I am. Uno's deep dish is fucking phenomenal, bro. You guys have probably been to Uno's. Ain't anything special, but Uno's is good. I love Uno's sausage and pepperoni deep dish pizza. Freaking phenomenal. Freaking phenomenal. It's T1. It's A1. Vitalik wipes boogers on balls because ETH is dead. Yeah. Chicago making waves. No, it ain't. Dude, that pizza is fire. I don't care what y'all say. Take on Floki. It's another meme. Memes just aren't the focus right now. Fortunately. Well, not unfortunately. I actually like that they're not the focus. Floki's been doing better than the other ones. Floki's actually been doing much better than the other memes. Much better than the other memes. At least recently. It's been holding up pretty good, actually. On the Floki. Just like one, you like the cup and handies. If you like the cup and handies, this might be one of those cup and handies that some of you guys like. I know some of you guys like handies, but this one is a cup and handy. If you like those. But the Floki actually been holding up better. But at the end of the day, it's a meme. It's gonna do what it's gonna do. But yeah, the cup and handy. It's coming in handy. Yo, Mike Dawson. Let's grab a dish at the Nashua Uno's. The Nashua, dude, you're up there? I love Uno's, bro. I'm always down to get some Uno's. I love the deep dish at Uno's. I'm always so full when I go there, though. Like, to the point like where I'm gonna puke. No, I'm not being serious, but. Think MSTR gets added to NASDAQ? Yeah, they have to, dude. They can't just say no. They can't just say no. Look at Tesla, by the way. If you had the patience, Tesla new all-time high, bro. Pump it. Shout out to my stock guys out there. The stocks continued. Tesla new all-time highs, baby. I know a lot of you guys were selling Tesla down here. I was like, bro, Tesla will be huge soon. Be patient. It's a 4-year consolidation. You're going to sell Tesla here? You're going to sell Tesla here after a 4-year consolidation. Like what? I can't even do it. But yeah, Tesla new all-time highs. Let's fucking go. And what we're gonna look at MicroStrategies. This is the stock that I wish I bought. I don't own any of this, and I regret not owning any of this. But I can't believe this thing is up 40x from the low, dude. I still find that mind-boggling. But anyway, MicroStrategy. This thing looks ready to rip too. Got a big pullback. I think this was like a 30% pullback, right? 40% pullback. My God. 40% pullback. Looks like you're rounded out now. Send it back up. Send that shit back up. Send that shit back up so Sailor can buy some more BTC. Send that shit. Let's fucking go. Boom. Send it. Palantir. We're going to talk about stocks now. Palantir is actually my biggest stock holding now. I told you guys I wasn't selling this one, bro. I was not going to sell this one. It's my biggest stock holding, and my God, let's fucking go. we were talking about this thing down here, bro. Let's fucking go. Palantir, $76. AI for the win, bro. AI for the win. Palantir and Tesla, let's go. But yeah, stocks are doing well too, dude. The golden rule of the stock market is to buy high and sell high. Dude, the golden rule of the stock market is to buy and don't sell. Like, that is the golden rule of the of high cap stocks, is buy and don't sell. You're not Warren Buffett, bro. This ain't crypto. You ain't Warren Buffett, bro. As long as you believe that the United States is going to be fine, the rule of the stock market has been buy high and never sell. If you did that throughout history, you are green on all of these stocks. Amazon, Apple, Google, Meta, Microsoft. If you bought and you never sold, you would be in the green. You know what I mean? As long as you believe America's not going to fucking die. It's more so for the S&P. Next bear market, you're buying MicroStrategies. Well, I bet that'll be a hot buy. We'll see if they're around. You never know what can happen between now and 4 years from now. Anything can happen, dude. Some people think, okay, next bear market, dude, we're taking out Saylor. I just can't see us going that low. But he's moved his cost average up, so I'm assuming his liquidation price is higher now. I have no idea what his liquidation price is now. No one's really talking about that. Some people, like, Saylor being liquidated could mark the low. Imagine. Saylor getting liquidated marks the low of the bear. That would be fucking crazy. That would be crazy, dude. That would be a crazy story. Literally crazy story. You meant sell low? Yeah, sell low.
I'm gonna buy the top and I'm gonna sell the bottom, guys.
There you go. Casper. Damn. All right, guys. I actually wanted today to be kind of a longer stream. I thought we were gonna get maybe some price action, but man, price action is pretty fucking slow right now. So I'm gonna call it. Everyone, go enjoy your Friday. Take some time off the charts. I have a feeling it's gonna be. I don't think there's anything too crazy gonna happen this weekend. I don't think anything crazy is gonna happen till Wednesday. Honestly, I think the market's gonna kind of be maybe sideways, maybe a little bleed from altcoins until Wednesday, until FOMC. Same FOMC playbook every time. Every time. Sideways or slightly down into FOMC. After FOMC, everyone's like, oh, the same thing happened again. And we pump. Same shit. So that's kind of what I'm expecting to happen next week. So enjoy your weekend, guys. Take some time off the charts. And I'll see you guys. I'll see you guys. Yeah, I'll see you guys on Sunday. Actually, I'll be around on Sunday, so I'll be on for a Sunday night stream. So see you guys on Sunday, 7:00, and don't do anything I wouldn't do. Don't drink too much wine, and don't panic sell your Bitcoin. All right, peace out, brothers. Take care.